Hey guys, how you doing? It's been a bit of it's been a bit of it, not too long, I suppose, since I last vlogged. Another new background for everybody. So I sort of hinted at that I am starting a new adventure this year. So obviously I'm back in Australia, um, and I'm starting a new adventure because I've got a new position, I've got a new job. Um, but that also entails move. So I am moving interstate. So I'm currently down here in sunny Newcastle in New South Wales. Just sort of like, in meeting my new team, and sort of starting to lay the groundwork of me moving down here. Which of course includes, like finding a new place to live, new doctors as well, which is highly entertaining as well. And yeah, it's just sort of, some interesting stuff that I haven't had to do for a really long time. It's been a really long time since I've actually had to sort of worry about anything like this. What I've found is that, and it's been a really rough few days. It's been horrific. So, first off, obviously, over Christmas, New Year, I got to spend that time with April and my family in the US. And that was really magical, it really was, and really, really special. So yeah, that's why you didn't get you got some vlogs for that, but I was just enjoying the time that I had. So I landed back from the US on Sunday morning, and then I flew down here on Monday morning. So I've been back in the country 24 hours, and I was already sort of moving again. And my luggage, I've had some issues with my bike traveling the world over the last few months. Had a lot of issues also with my gluten-free meals not necessarily making my flight. And it just seems to be having some bad luck with luggage, because they managed to lose my luggage going from Brisbane to Newcastle, which is an hour flight. I'm like, really guys, how did you lose it? But it wasn't just me though, it was like 2/3 of the flight didn't get their luggage. So it's kind of like, well, you probably would have known that before we left. But anyway, apparently there was an issue with baggage system in Brisbane, and it just was a bad day all round for everybody. Problem was though that mine, they were sort of like, oh yeah, well, there's another 3 flights today, your bag will be on the flight. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't get my bag until 2 days later. So I got it this morning, and we're Wednesday morning. It's kind of like, yeah, that's not cool, kids. It's really not. So very grateful that I did my usual trick of my carry-on luggage has my change of clothes in them. Interesting enough, I had an issue with my carry-on as well. So I flew down in a Dash 8 Q400, Dash 8 Q400. So those who don't know what that is, it's a twin turboprop aircraft rather than the big sort of 737 or Airbus that people might be used to on their domestic routes. Smaller regional stuff is usually the domain of turboprops. And the Dash 8 Q400 is pretty much one of the world's most popular ones for regional work, along with the ATR 72. Now, one of the things that goes with that is that there's less room on board, which means that usually a lot of cabin restrictions are a bit different, whatever, which is fine, and I get that. That's no worries at all. So normally what happens is if people have got their normal carry-on bags, if they are a little bit too big, or if they're just running out of room, then they just gate check them, and that's fine, no problem at all. I'm used to that, it's fine. I had a forceful discussion with the QantasLink representative who was checking tickets. He was checking boarding passes, and he was trying to tell me that he's trying to stop me from flying, because he was like, you can't fly with that. And I'm like, well, yeah, I can. He's like, no, it's not allowed, it's too big. I'm like, well, you just pointed at the size and you just weighed it. It's not. It's right on the size limit. Yes, admittedly, it's right on the size limit, and it is, but it was well underweight, because their max weight for carry-on is 7 kilos, and it was 4. So I'm well underweight, and the size was, okay, I was pushing it, but that's still standard carry-on size, guys. And he was having a try to be all very high and mighty, and I'm like, it has literally just finished flying 3 sectors, plus another 3 before that, well actually 2. It's kind of like, yeah, don't try and tell me it's not allowed to fly. Don't. Gate check it, fine, no problem with that, but don't tell me it can't fly. especially not somebody who flies as much as I do. Don't try it. Anyway, so that was I sort of let him have his moment, but either way I was like, look, I'm fine for you to gate check it, but don't try and tell me that I can't fly with this. Anyway, so we got on. Obviously it was the only piece of my luggage that actually managed to get to me because obviously it was gate checked. And yeah, anyway. And well, okay, hang on. I've got to pause this because I've got to go check on my dinner. I'm currently making dinner while I'm making this vlog. One moment, please. Actually, I'll bring you with me. Bring you with me while I'm making my dinner. So anyway, so that's all fun and games, and that's all fine. Very, very boring for everybody while I'm just making my dinner here while I'm doing this anyway. You are going to have to do your people. Alright, sorry about that. My fork was sort of like needed to be separated into a couple of bits so we could cook more evenly. Anyway, so I get down here, my luggage is missing. Cool story. I'm like, okay, well, we'll see how this one goes. So I head down into my office, my new office, and start meeting my team and everything, and that goes pretty well. That's all good. Anyway, end of the night comes, and I'm sort of like, okay, I've got to go find my hotel. Now, obviously, I don't know the city. The last time I was in Newcastle, I was in single digits. So it's a really long time since I've been here. And I don't know my way around, and the directions that the GPS had was not very good for getting you there, because obviously Newcastle's been doing some updates, some upgrades to the city. They got a light rail, they've got a tram in now, and an extension of the rail line, and the roads are all sorts of messed up at the moment, so you can't turn down certain roads, and certain roads you can, certain roads have been blocked off now. They're separated by the tram tracks, and so there's a whole lot of roads that the GPS says turn here, and it's like I can't. So I'm trying to get to my hotel. Anyway, now I'm used to Queensland driving laws. What Queensland driving laws is that you can't use your mobile phone while driving. You can touch it while you're stationary, but you can't do it while you're driving. Anyway, so I'm using my phone as my navigation to try and find my hotel, and I'm just trying to make sense of the map. And I'm at a red light. I'm stopped at a red light, and I'm stopped at a red light. Light's red. I'm 2 cars back, so I'm not going anywhere. And a police officer decides to make an example of me, and puts his lights flashing lights on to pull over when I turn. I'm like, okay, all right. And he's like, using your phone while driving. I'm like, I wasn't driving. I was stopped at a red light. And he was most insistent that I'd broken the law. And I explained to him and said, look, as you can see on my license from Queensland, I'm trying to find mine as well, but he wouldn't have any of it. Look, and the thing is at the end of the day, I am happy to admit that, okay, I did the wrong thing. But I just feel that maybe that given the situation, the fact that I wasn't doing it while driving, and that just frustrates me. But at the end of the day, I did the wrong thing, I broke the law, and that's the way it goes. So I guess in one way though, I am grateful that perhaps they are looking, actually trying to enforce it. It would be nice to make sure that they're actually enforcing it when people are doing 100 kilometres an hour. It'd be nice to make sure they're enforcing it when people are doing it under that, rather than sitting stationary at lights. But at the end of the day, I did the wrong thing and I got busted for it. So I'll cop it on the chin. So obviously my day is continuing to not go very well. I'm then trying to find a rental property, and it has been a challenge dealing with real estate agents in this area, because obviously I've been overseas, I've been interstate and overseas. I haven't used my only chance to be here, and trying to deal with them over the Christmas period as well, and to try to apply for rental properties and say that I am not able to attend because I am overseas or in state, can you just give me a virtual tour? It's very, very challenging. And to add into the mix of that I have 2 cats, apparently that's a problem for many people and many rentals. So I literally today, I had 2 estate agents today, flat out, one of them flat out said to me, can you move in, can you move to a property and not bring your cats? And I looked at this email and was just like, are you kidding? And I went, sorry, no. I'm happy to discuss, an additional clause in the contract or an additional bond, a higher bond amount, if that's what the owner is worried about. But I am moving with my cats, and then they've written back and said, well, sorry, none of the properties we have available are going to be suitable because we don't accept pets. Even though I only applied for properties that say small pets welcome. I have 2 small cats. I'm like, what the hell? Like, 1, false advertising, and 2, like the fact that you literally just said that's the same as saying you can have this property, but we know you've got kids, but you can only have the property if you don't bring your children, because they are my kids, they're my babies. So that was rather rude, and I was very unimpressed with that. And then I had another estate agent say that, yeah, so because you've got the cats, we're probably not going to find anything for you. If you didn't have the cats, I've got 5 properties that you could have your choice of right now that I could sign, seal, deliver, you could sign the paperwork tonight. But because you want the cats, there's nothing. We might have something next month. And I'm like, I've started, like, my work starts like this week. Like, what the hell? So it's just the attitude of people, and this is the struggle that I have at the moment. That I get that if you own an investment property and a rental property, having an investment property and rental property is great, but at the end of the day, they're also pricing homeowners out of the market. But again, like, if you want to have an investment property, you want to have it as a little maintenance of cost and and that's fine. But remember that this investment property that you have might be an investment to you, but it is literally somebody's home to somebody else. The person who's renting it, like, that's where they're living. Like, this is where they're trying to relax, they're trying to use the base for work. It's, and pets are part of a family. And whether it be 2 dogs, you've got a family, parents and 2 or 3 kids, they're going to have a dog or 2 as the family pets, or people like myself who are crazy old cat dads who've got two fur children. Don't. It seems to be this unreasonable expectation now that nobody should have a pet, and as I said, the thing that really pissed me off, really upset me, was the sheer gall that somebody said that, can you move and give your cats away, leave them behind? I'm like, no, that's just horrific for a start, and how dare you ask that of me? And it really said that this callous disregard for a valuable life and part of a family. So that got my dander up, and that really annoyed me. So anyway, but anyway, I got my bag back. I said I got my bag back this morning, so I could actually go out for a run tonight. I did 10k hill intervals. Really died anyway, so now I need to have food and I have to bed. So I just really wanted, as I said, I really wanted to vent about that, because that really pissed me off. And I'm no closer to getting a rental property, and someone to leave one down here. But anyway, seriously, the attitudes of people down here, maybe I don't want this job anymore. So anyway, as I said, just want to catch up and see where we're at. And I'm grumpy and annoyed and poorer, and that's how it goes. So. Alright folks, hope you all are having a good start to your year, and I will catch you on the next episode. Okay, bye!